The U.S. attack last year helping Israel target Iran's facilities. That post came after the president met with Israel's prime minister.
Benjamin Netanyahu's made no secret about his doubts that Iran can be trusted, and he voiced it to Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner in Oman last week. But he came to Washington to push President Trump personally on Israel's demands that any deal with Iran ends all uranium enrichment, removes stockpiles, ends ballistic missile production, and ends Iran's support for proxy militias in the region.
Fox's Jackie Heinrich at the White House. It's day 12 of the search for Nancy Guthrie, kidnapped from her home in Tucson.
Sources tell Fox News officials in Arizona are investigating one set of gloves found in the area of Nancy Guthrie's home. This a day after the FBI released images and video from a doorbell camera the morning of her disappearance, showing an armed individual tampering with the camera. In the footage, the individual appears to be wearing dark gloves along with a backpack.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. America's listening to Fox News.
How can
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A traffic stop and an investigation. You have a clear radar over downtown Indianapolis where it's 21 degrees. We're headed up to 42 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02. You may have heard last week about an Indianapolis student walkout that was followed by an officer seeing a kid get into a car with a loaded gun. During the traffic stop, a cop was heard saying they were going to kill the boy. IMPD Chief Tanya Terry addressed the incident at a city-county council meeting last night.
Let me be clear. The words used in that incident were unacceptable. That language does not reflect the values of this department or the professionalism we expect from our officers.
And she added that an internal investigation into the officer is still underway and the prosecutor is looking into the case. A second teenager has been arrested for planning an attack at Morristown Senior High School. Messages show that the two kids were planning it together, talking about weapons, explosives, and how they would carry it out. Police now say that 17-year-old Melanie Little from Corinth, Mississippi, was taken into custody yesterday and is being held while arrangements are being made to bring her back to Indiana. A new $10 billion data center campus in Lebanon from Meta is one that Indiana Governor Mike Braun says will do a lot to help pave the way for the future.
Here now we're looking at something that's taking the nation and the country by storm, and that is how do we compete in the world of AI.
And that is Braun speaking at a groundbreaking yesterday for the data center. Meta already has an $800 million data center in Jeffersonville, that's nearing its completion. And break up the Indiana Pacers. They've won 2 games in a row. Their latest victory came last night against the Brooklyn Nets, 115-110. Now they have a week off to enjoy the NBA All-Star break. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together next on a Thursday morning. It's 6:04.
Or go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
A man questioned in the Nancy Guthrie case.
93 WIBC.
It's quiet at the airport in El Paso, Texas.
What happens next?
All flights, commercial, private, cargo, to and from there have been canceled.
Happens here.
Someone went on a shooting spree at a school, murdering 7 people, wounding about 25 others, then killing herself.
Stay in the know.
Attorney General Pam Bondi is set to appear before a House committee
While you're on the go.
about the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files.
On air, online, and on Alexa.
All right, checking out Johnson County northbound 65 coming up from Franklin, State Road 44 King 2465 on the south side, and that's a 14-minute trip right now with no delays. If you're airport shuttling out to the airport from downtown, westbound 70 looks fantastic from Meridian out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan Parkway to Ameriplex. 9-minute trip right now, no delays or interruptions. If that changes, I'll let you know. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $1,100 in extra savings on GE Profile, Cafe, and more exclusively at Grand Appliance now through February 25th. Visit grandappliance.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's going on?
Hey, Tony. Good morning on this Thursday. Another quiet day today. We're going to start off sunny. We'll get some clouds building in here later today. And again, near normal temperatures, but plenty warm enough. We'll continue the snow melting process. Today's high 42. Partly cloudy overnight tonight. Again, chilly, a low down to 26. Should be a bit warmer Friday. Partly cloudy skies, a high of 47. Saturday, mostly cloudy. We'll see a few showers possible late into the evening and overnight hours. Saturday, a high of 51. Some leftover morning showers Sunday. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, a high of 52.
Marcus Bailey right there with joyous news about your weather future. That was it. That's the tweet. 21 degrees right now in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:07. So the House votes to do away with tariffs in Canada. I don't think it's every tariff, but it is a story. President Trump is angry. That's still the voice. Holding on. It wants to bother me. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Any Republican in the House or the Senate that votes against tariffs will seriously suffer the consequences come election time, and that includes primaries. Well, I think it always shows that everybody's on the same page when you have to threaten your own party. That's what he did. The difference between Republicans and Democrats, or between Trump and Democrats, is that Trump does the threatening out in the open. Of course. What, you think that Democrats are allowed to have a say in Nancy Pelosi's Democratic Party? You don't think there were threats of primaries? Threats of committee assignments? Hold on. Someone out there is going to really tell me they don't believe that? That's cute. Later we'll talk about Santa Claus. I mean, we'll wait till the kids are out of the car, and then we'll talk about that. President Trump's theory continues to be that tariffs reduce trade deficits, tariffs make everything better, tariffs give national security, tariffs give us strength. You're out of your mind if you don't use a tariff. I should have every authority to use every tariff I choose to use. Congress saying that this is our authority is part of the fight that I would want between the legislative and the executive branch. 6 Republicans who voted in favor of the removal. You've got Newhouse out of Washington State, Kiley out of California, Bacon out of Nebraska, Hurd out of Colorado, and Fitzpatrick out of Pennsylvania. There is, Wash, I got it right. Yeah, Newhouse. Newhouse is out of Washington State. And then you have Jared Golden, who's a Democrat, who voted with Republicans. So I'll let everybody figure out how to handle that, how to put that together. Oh, if you want to know who the other Republican was, that was Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie has been a no vote for a great number of things, but wasn't a no vote for the SAVE Act. He was a no vote on a procedural move, but he wasn't a no vote for the SAVE Act. I don't have that wrong, do I there, Producer Carl?
I don't think so.
Yeah, only one Democrat voted in favor of the SAVE Act, It voted 218 to 213. I have got that story coming up, and the madness of the political left saying, hey, the SAVE Act means women may have to find their birth certificate in order to register to vote, and that's going to keep them from voting because Democrats think women and people who are black are dumb. That's the Democratic Party. That's who they are. They think that women and people who are black are simply too dumb to be able to get an ID. That's their argument. And they're really getting aggressive with it. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Alex Brown. Portage unveils major plans for a Chicago Bears stadium. More at 6:32 on Inside Indiana Business. Don't miss IBJ's Technology Power Breakfast with keynote speaker Mung Chang, president of Purdue University. RSVP at ibj.com/events.
Laura McNally, Director of Outreach for Cultivate Food Rescue, appreciates Applied Innovation's approach to her nonprofit.
Applied Innovation has been a great partner in helping us find the best resource available for our budget.
You refer to Applied Innovation as a partner, not just a vendor.
Because they aren't just trying to sell us something. They're really trying to understand what our needs are, and they appreciate that we're a nonprofit and are doing good in the community, and they want to help accentuate that, not just take our money and move on. It's not just about a sale.
Applied Innovation's culture has always supported nonprofits.
They really do support nonprofits. They allow their employees on the clock to come and volunteer. If it's not with Cultivate, they can choose their own organizations to volunteer with.
Nonprofit or for-profit, Applied Innovation has office technology from a partner you can trust. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Still looking for the perfect gift this Valentine's Day? Say it from the heart with a little help from Cynthia's Hallmark. Gifts for all ages, all budgets, starting with kids. They will love the glow-in-the-dark Valentine blankets that magically light up in the night. Cynthia's also carries beautiful jewelry and Innis Fragrance of the Sea. It's a customer favorite, and the Voyager gift set is just $39.99. Cynthia's has a great selection of the most silky, soft, luxurious lounge pants and shirts, plus beautiful lingerie chemise and robe sets, just $24.98. Express your love with Willow Tree Angels, especially the suite surrounded by love design. And I think Valentine's Day cards are still pretty special. And for a little extra wow, send a fresh cut paper pop-up card that bursts with beautiful flowers that will last. It's a perfect surprise for someone away at college, in the hospital, or far from home. For the chocolate lovers, Cynthia's carries Fannie Mae and South Bend chocolates. Shop locally owned Cynthia's Hallmark this Valentine's Day. 116th in Allisonville, 116th in Brook School Road, 96th in Lantern Road, and in Greenfield.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel Show. Make today the day you contact We Grow Hair Indy and get that free consultation. WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Meet Drexel Interior's new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh my gosh, you'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Hellsberg, just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's happening?
Good morning, Tony. Looking down the west side. Crash Rockville Road at Mickley Avenue. Check it out, inbound 65 right now. This is coming in from Lebanon, State Road 47 down to 465 on the northwest side. I am not seeing any delays or problems here. Same with inbound 69 from Fisher, State Road 37 to 465, a 4-minute trip. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $1,100 in extra savings on GE Profile, Cafe, and more exclusively at Grand Appliance now through February 25th. Visit grandappliance.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:16.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, and we've partnered with Cupid to bring you the best Valentine's Day gifts, even if you forgot. We won't tell. From heart necklaces with sparkling diamonds to stylish gold hoops, every piece is made with love. Plus, there's still time to propose. We make it easy to create their dream engagement ring. We have meaningful gifts for every budget. It'll look like you've been planning this for months. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Let's get it started in here.
And the bass keeps running, running, and 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 running, running, and
in this context, there's no disrespect, so when I bust my rhyme, you break your necks. We got 5 minutes for us to disconnect from all intellect and let the rhythm affect.
Hey everybody, it's Chip Roy from Texas 21, and I'm outside of the House of Representatives, outside of the U.S. Capitol, where we just passed the Save America Act. Simple legislation, as you know, to guarantee that only American citizens vote in American elections and that we present voter ID at the polls. It was on a bipartisan basis. We had a Democrat join us. So now it heads to the Senate. So the question now is whether the Senate will take it up. And I hope they will take it up, but not just take it up and press the rules of the Senate to force members of the Senate onto the floor and to debate. And go ahead and tell the American people why you don't support common sense legislation. Or maybe you do. We've already had Senator Fetterman, a Democrat, say, hey, I don't have a problem with voter ID. So let's put it on the floor of the Senate. Force the debate. I want to thank Senator Mike Lee, my fellow sponsor in the Senate. I introduced the bill in the House. I want to thank Brian Stile, the chairman, Speaker Mike Johnson, Leader Steve Scalise, our entire team. And I really hope that the Senate will move this bill. It's important for the United States. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I don't think they will, Representative Roy, because the Democrats have decided that people who are black and women, they are incapable of getting an ID because Democrats don't think they're smart enough. This is their argument. What are you getting angry with me for? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Well, poor people can't get these things. Of course they can. It's embarrassing what's happening out there. Voter ID, you have to prove who you are. You have to register properly. All of it makes sense. All of it is a safeguard against voter fraud. And everybody who opposes the SAVE Act favors the opportunity for fraud. It's what they do. It's who they are. It's not a debate. Every other argument is nonsense. It is pathetic and sad. And you should know that, and you should say that. What makes it so sad? The argument that a voter ID disenfranchises people who are black from voting. It makes it more difficult for them to vote. Why would this make it more difficult for anyone to vote? You're making an argument that someone who's black can get an ID for all sorts of things, but not for voting. That's an ugly thing to say. And what the Democrat Party is saying about people who are black is they're not capable of doing it. Why? In what situation? Anywhere would we think that saying something like that is all right? Realizing that Democrats look like the bigots that they are in making the claim that people who are black can't get an ID. The Democratic Party saying that black people aren't smart enough to get an ID, which is exactly what they're saying. They've now pivoted to married women won't be able to vote because they won't have the proper identification because they've taken on a married name. So you went from black people are too dumb to women are too dumb. Gosh, what happens in your meetings that you made this pivot? You're like, no, this one's good. The lying, the clutching of the pearls. Well, this is all about power. They want to make sure that they can have anybody who's in the country, legally or not, voting. They want to amass votes anywhere they can because they know that without this, they suffer in the polls greatly. That's what this is all about. Every last bit of it is about their power falling away, which personally I'm fine with. It is popular with America. Hey, to all the Democrats of Indiana, you remember when you told me that we can't have redistricting because the Hoosiers have spoken out and redistricting is not popular, and that was your mantra, right? That was your reason for not having redistricting. Okay, every poll, every bit of data shows that Democrats, independents, and Republicans support voter ID. Where's the Indiana Democratic Party to say we should have voter ID? Come on. The people want it. Just a message to Republicans in Indiana. You should have voted for redistricting. You were wrong. You will always be wrong. I even like some of you, but you're wrong. Speaking of wrong, the New York Times, well, that's redundant. They, in their reporting of the shooting that took place in Canada, where you have a man who claimed to be a woman shooting up a school, not only killing, I believe, 6 people at the school, but also murdered his own mother and stepbrother. The mother, who was a transgender rights activist, who was proactive in trying to transition her own son. Just want to make sure we have all the facts here. The New York Times writes that 7 people, including the suspected shooter, an 18-year-old woman who appeared to have died from a self-inflicted injury, were found dead at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School, according to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. Now, we know that this wasn't a woman, but the New York Times starts with the lie. Most of the victims were 12 or 13. Students killed in the school library. In all, the police said the shooter killed 9 people, including himself. And then the shooter also killed her mother and stepbrother before going to the school. The shooter killed the mom who was proactive in transitioning him. These things matter. We should not lose sight of the fact that 6 kids were murdered. Stepbrother was murdered. What did the stepbrother do? If you had a vendetta against mom, that is one thing, and I wouldn't call for murder. Children were killed, families are ripped apart because somehow society has said it's okay to feed into mental illness. It never is. It never will be. And any organization in Indiana or anywhere else that feeds into mental illness and wants people to believe that gender-affirming care is real and not mutilation, and that somehow it's okay to lie and use pronouns that are not connected to the person you're talking to, they are always wrong. Always. Be sure to tell that to your kids, because they're getting a lot of lies at school and a lot of lies from culture. And it's up to us to set them straight. It is not okay to lie. And it's not good when you buy into a lie because it's nice. Feeding into mental illness has consequences. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5.
South side, northbound 65, slow from Raymond into the south split. It is a construction zone. And we have a crash on the west side. This is Rockville Road at Mickley Avenue near I-465. And northbound 465 going through Lawrence right now. I'm looking, and we do not have any trouble here at the moment from I-70 up to I-69. You're looking good right now, Lawrence. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. And their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hey, it's Casey, and a grand jury won't indict 6 lawmakers in that military video case. Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Don Fisher for QC Kinetics. I was struggling with chronic knee pain and wasn't encouraged with the options of risky surgery and pain pills. QC Kinetics offered the best option for me, cutting-edge regenerative medicine. Their non-invasive treatment stimulated my body's own biologics so I could be pain-free and get back to doing what I love, playing golf. QC Kinetics has a fantastic success rate, and it's clear to see why so many Hoosiers are happy to tell their story of how they reclaim their lives with the QC Kinetics approach. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. QC Kinetics uses the latest technologies, whether it's stem cell, PRP, plasma, or a number of other advanced therapies. Call QC Kinetics. It'll be the best call you will make. Get back in the game, whatever that is for you. Call 317-559-PAIN.
BMW, Mercedes-Benz, VW, Audi, Mini, Porsche. Names that mean quality, performance,
and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership.
Enter Auto House Merkel.
Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent.
At a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership.
Book service now at AutoHouseMerkel.com.
At Pella Windows and Doors, we've spent decades helping homeowners replace their windows and doors with products they can trust, installed by local experts. For a limited time, get 22% off Pella products. Visit PellaIndy.com/radio to learn why America's homeowners rate Pella Windows and Doors of Indianapolis #1 most trusted and highest value. Call 833-87-PELLA. Restrictions apply. See site for details. Study of homeowner perceptions of leading national brands. Study commissioned by Pella, 2023.
Do you know what a high school athletic administrator does every day? A lot.
Athletic administrators hire coaches, schedule referees, and organize games. They maintain facilities, purchase equipment, and arrange transportation.
They prepare budgets, secure sponsorships, and oversee school safety. They coordinate volunteers, communicate with parents, and handle public relations, and so much more.
Not only are they educators, but athletic administrators are mentors and marketers, accountants and HR managers, fundraisers, and problem solvers.
They wear so many hats. They have to work long hours to do it all. And we couldn't play high school sports without them.
To every athletic administrator in Indiana, thank you for everything you do to make education-based athletics possible.
We see you, we salute you, and we are thankful for you.
I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Show your appreciation for athletic administrators by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is recognizing their role. This is applauding their work. This is your IHSAA.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
They want to know where the justice is for the victims. You have a clear radar over downtown Indianapolis where it's 22 degrees. We're going up to 42 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:31.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
These are the documents that we need that you're holding on to and over-redacting because they have the names of the men who are implicated. How do we know? Because the survivors gave testimony to the FBI.
Attorney General Pam Bondi on Capitol Hill yesterday, where part of her testimony focused on the Justice Department's release of the Epstein files. At one point, she exchanged sharp words with several Democratic lawmakers.
I want the record to reflect that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
He is Jewish. I just want to be clear.
Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there?
Republican members focused most of their questioning on immigration and crime issues. A black glove was found by the FBI yesterday near the home of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, who was reported missing on February 1st in southern Arizona.
This a day after the FBI released images and video from a doorbell camera the morning of her disappearance, showing an armed individual tampering with the camera. In the footage, the individual appears to be wearing dark gloves along with a backpack. The Pima County Sheriff's Department detaining a man for questioning Tuesday night, but releasing him soon after.
That's Fox's Kristen Goodwin. And the heads of several major tech companies are testifying this week in a trial examining whether social media is intentionally designed to be addictive. One executive took the stand yesterday in L.A., and another one is scheduled to appear this week. The case is one of many, with hundreds of similar lawsuits still moving through the courts. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Alex Brown. The city of Portage on Wednesday unveiled its plan for Hallis Harbor, a $5 billion lakefront stadium and entertainment district designed to attract the Chicago Bears to Northwest Indiana. Mayor Austin Bonta described the project as a shovel-ready, fully privately financed development requiring no taxpayer funds.
We have the land, we have the water, we have the location, we have the financing and the local leadership ready to embark on a major development. We have sensitivity to affordability and to the burdens on taxpayers.
The city said shovels could be in the ground as early as June 2026 if the Bears elect to move forward. Daniel Killeen, general manager of U.S. Steel's Gary Works, said this week that the steelmaker is set to invest $900 million in the Northwest Indiana steel mill in 2026. It's part of a $3.1 billion commitment previously made by new U.S. Steel parent Nippon Steel. Killeen added the company expects to create 1,000 jobs over the next several years as well. Indiana has received its first payment for housing federal immigration detainees at the Miami Correctional Facility in northern Indiana to the tune of $1.17 million. The Indiana Department of Corrections said Wednesday the payment is for 4,040 ICE beds at a rate of $291.24 a day for October. This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. Today, you either innovate or evaporate. We are accelerating the pursuit of progress, from the foods we eat to the heights we soar, because this is Indiana, the innovation capital of the world. We rally visionaries across industries, investing connections as much as capital, and fuel our founders from dorm room to boardroom. Fuel your innovation with Elevate Ventures. Visit elevateventures.com. Indianapolis-based AES Indiana on Wednesday announced its new Peterburg Energy Center in Pike County is now in service. The project includes 250 megawatts of solar generation and 180 megawatt hours of energy storage at the existing Petersburg generating station. According to the company, the solar component is made up of more than 515,000 panels and is capable of generating enough electricity to power more than 100,000 homes. I'm Alex Brown for 93 WIBC.
All right, Southsiders, northbound 65 is slow from South Keystone Avenue up to the South Split because of construction. On the northeast side, westbound 465 coming up to Keystone Avenue. Right lane is closed because of a stall. We're slow to Allisonville Road. Crash on the west side, Rockville Road at Mickley Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank. On sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:36. A check on sports. And Ryan Hedrick, what's happening?
Tony, good morning. After dropping 4 straight games, the Indiana Pacers have bounced back with 2 straight wins. Last night, they beat the Brooklyn Nets 115-110 on the road. Head coach Rick Carlisle's team now heads into the All-Star break with a week off.
All this is going by super fast. As tough as it's been very enjoyable with this group. These guys are resilient. They respect one another. They respect the game. It hasn't always been pretty, but the last couple of games have been very gratifying.
Indiana guard Cam Jones sank a three-pointer with 16 seconds left to give the Pacers the lead for good. They play Washington next Thursday at Hinkle Fieldhouse last night.
Butler falling 80-70 to the Huskies. Moves to 13-12 this season, 4-10 in Big East competition.
On the Butler Athletic Network, the Bulldogs have lost 5 straight games. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
So, we are going to have ourselves one heck of a week in 2 weeks. Because not only are we zeroing in on Trump 1 year and 1 month later, the party of parties, tickets.TonyKatz.com. You've got the bourbon, the food, the live music. Everybody is going to red tie it up, but cocktail attire is fine. I mean, just wear pants. It's all I'm asking for. We're going to go over the past year and a month. Remember, this is supposed to happen in January, but we got snowed out. And then what's the path to the midterms? This is everything you're going to need. Here's how it's going to work. Here's how it's going to play out. It's going to be funny. It's going to be informative. The bourbon's going to be fantastic. We are going to figure out this whole thing with the Kroger icing and the whole whippy thing. If you missed the show yesterday, I'll explain. And then earlier that week is the State of the Union, and tentatively, I will be there in the gallery. So I don't ask yet. I'll give you the full story when I've got all the confirmations and get past the Secret Service check. But once that's all done, I will bring it to you, and we will bring you the morning show live from D.C., the State of the Union during America 250. because there's going to be a lot of talk about America 250 in the State of the Union. So I will have that as well. So we'll be in D.C. for that. Then we'll come back, and then we'll do Trump 1 year and 1 month later. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Going to be a week going on. So be sure to be tuned in. Be sure to be connected to us. I will not be doing the show from the streets. I'm not just going to park myself in front of the Capitol and do the show. Although if I could, I totally would. But there's just no way to make that happen. There's no way. I mean, just internet. Well, there's wireless. I mean, we've got batteries. Maybe we could. No, I'm better off doing it from a studio. And the Urban One mothership is in Maryland, just over the border. So I can't wait to walk into the HQ of Urban One. And everyone will be like, oh, so this is what we bought in Indianapolis. Okay. All right. No, not everyone's been here yet. They bought the stations. It's been a couple years. Maybe we should go say hello. Oh, we'll do a tour. We'll do everything. Get your tickets. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Make that happen. WIBC.com has the tickets. Thanks to Premier Arms and PA Jewelers, Chimney Solutions of Indiana, and Defiance Beef. I want to see you there. Get there. Get your tickets right now. It's going to be an incredible, incredible night. I'm telling you, there's a path. Not easy, but there's a path. I've got it. Let me lay it out for you, and let's sip good bourbon while we do it. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Window Nation, WindowsNation.com. Window Nation was recently ranked highest on Forbes' list of best window installation companies, so you can trust Window Nation for high-quality, affordable windows. That's what I did. They were in and out of my house within a day, replaced the whole front of my house with brand new windows, saving a ton on energy bills, keeping the cold air out and the warm air in with Window Nation and WindowNation.com.
Schedule your fast and free estimate right now with Window Nation. Go to their website, WindowNation.com. Shop around, find what you like, but take advantage of this deal. Buy 4, get 4 windows for free, and get an extra 10% off. And again, a fast and free estimate is available at WindowNation.com. But to get the deal, you have to tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
2026 has arrived, America's 250th anniversary, and physical gold remains the ultimate store of value in an unsteady world. Gold has outperformed the S&P 500 over the past 20 years. Central banks are stockpiling it. Why? Because possession is the priority. This week only, Global Coin is offering a museum-quality 1-ounce 2026 MS-70 Gold Eagle at the best price in the country. Today's spot price of gold. No dealer markup. Perfect grade. Government issue. The first 50 buyers receive our hardcover critically acclaimed book, Modern Numismatic Masterpieces, absolutely free. This opportunity is brief. Supply is finite. Once this allocation is gone, it's gone. Call right now, 855-COIN-GOLD. That's 855-COIN-GOLD. No premium, just absolute scarcity, absolute quality, and absolute ownership. Anchor your wealth with the asset that lasts. Call 855-COIN-GOLD.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more.
See store for details.
Join WIBC February 28th at the Hyatt Regency at 6 p.m. for a night of flair and reflection with Tony Katz. VIP and general admission tickets are on sale now. Act fast. Get all the details at WIBC.com. Brought to you by Defiance Beef Company, Chimney Solutions, and Premier Arms.
Traffic on the 5s and Matt Bear, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
North side westbound 465 before Keystone Avenue. That's a crash blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to I-69 Benford. It's a 4-minute delay. Crash west side Rockville Road at Mickley. That's to the east of I-465. And then on the south side northbound 65 stop and go traffic after South Keystone Avenue into the south split. It's a construction zone and a 2-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors new cabinet line Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
I did my best to notice when the call came down the line, up to the platform of surrender. I was brought, but I was kind.
Ice is coming to Carmel. Finally. Oh. Can't wait to get that all cleaned up. I've been told specifically they'll be targeting the liberal women of West Berkeley. It's West Clay, but it's Berkeley, so it's West Berkeley. It's funny in my head. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. It's a weird story. You're like, why? What is happening? They're setting up an office. There is a report from the magazine Wired. Right? The story is from Cameron Shaw, the Indiana lawyer. ICE is going to go to Penn Parkway, which is an office park, at 465 and 31. Right? And according to the chief of police in Carmel, a written statement, his department has been notified that ICE will be establishing an office in the city. They're putting in an office. This is not about operations. They're putting in an office. And the story from Indiana Lawyer says Matthew Snyder, president of the Carmel City Council, said that he learned ICE may be leasing a local building not through official city channels, but through emails and from concerned constituents. I want to know about the concerned constituents. What are you concerned about? What is it about your rabid politics that had you concerned about who is leasing office space? You understand you're silly. You understand you are so governed by your emotions that you should not be allowed to operate heavy machinery. You're concerned? That's nuts. They're renting an office. Yeah. What else do you get concerned by? Where else do you voice your concerns? Just curious. But Snyder said, I'm quoting, "It is frustrating that no one in city government appears to have advanced knowledge of this lease." In what other scenarios do you have advanced knowledge of a lease? Mr. Snyder, I'm asking a question. President Snyder, in what situations does the City Council of Carmel have advanced knowledge of a lease? Now, if you tell me that as a matter of course, when any government agency involves any footprint, office or otherwise, in a city, they inform city officials, well, okay, then there's a standard at play. Is that the case? Because if that's not the case, I'm going to go back to my first question. Why does anybody have to tell you anything? Now, I know what you're saying. Hey, Tony, if you ever decide to open up a cigar lounge in Carmel, that's over, right? I'm going directly at the city council. But it's a weird question. It's a weird thing to say. Why is it frustrating that no one in city government appears to have advanced knowledge? And he continued, transparency and communication are essential when something like this would obviously raise questions from the community. What questions? Why is this raising questions from the community? Has anybody taken a look at the growing progressive nature in Carmel and say, what's wrong with you? It's weird. Do I mind people knowing? Of course not. Am I concerned about whether or not you would have moved proactively to try and keep them out? Yes. Yes. I don't think Carmel should ever go back to the practice of trying to keep people out. By the way, producer Carl, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a notice that I have to put my house up for sale. Oh, you better believe the snowplows are going to stop at the edge of my property from now on in. You know that's coming, right? 10,000%. If I were you, I would move Carl to Fisher's immediately. Immediately, if not sooner, because I believe that this will roll downhill. The reporting is that Merrillville is a site for a potential processing center. This goes back to a Washington Post report in December. Merrillville officials are saying they don't know if ICE has anything planned for the town. I'm sorry, I find the reaction to be reactionary. I find it to be the clutching of pearls again for no reason whatsoever. Carmel, get your emotions together. It's an office. Because if we're going to complain about this office, we're going to complain about a lot of offices. Well, Tony, those offices are privately owned, and this is the government. It's good to know that the Democratic Party now has concerns about governmental overreach, governmental growth, and governmental sprawl. Fantastic. Finally, we can have ourselves a conversation. By the way, the jobs report did show that government jobs were down like 40,000 last month. I will bet you anything that if you polled the Democrats in Carmel, they would say it's wrong that all those people got fired. They absolutely have to have their jobs. They deserve their jobs. We owe them their jobs. But no, ICE can't have an office building and pay rent to a landlord in Carmel and help the Carmel economy, which... yeah, you don't want that going down. You're going to lose out on all your fantastic services. Are there any more ways I can mock you? I swear to you, how did they allow me to live here? Am I out of my head? It's a weird argument that's being made. It's a weird thing to be concerned about. It's weird. It's silly. It's emotional pablum. Could we not? We have serious issues to get to. We have important things to get to. But no, we've got a guy out of Indiana, out of Brown County, suing the federal government because he claims that Pam Bondi, the attorney general, who I'm going to get into, please do not listen to the people who are like, Pam Bondi owned that committee yesterday in the Judiciary Committee hearing. Pam Bondi looked the fool. The Democrats looked the fool. It is a clown show of epic proportions yesterday. No one looks like a professional. He's claiming that Bondi and the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, targeted an app from his company to track and store videos of federal law enforcement operations. It's a New Mexico-based company, describes itself as aiming to preserve evidence of governmental abuses of power. And he claims that Bondi and Noem moved to have the App Store remove this app. And he believes that this is a violation of his rights, and he has brought about the group FIRE, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, a solid group, to sue. And this is what I will tell. This guy's name is Mark Hodges. Mark, this is an interesting case. But I want to remind everybody that Parler tried to be on the App Store and they were told no. Conservatives were told they can't have Twitter, they can't be on Twitter, they can't post this, they can't post that. Go build your own. So they built Parler. And the App Store said, you can't be on here. I'm going to find a lot of people very disingenuous when they side with this guy. That said, I don't know what the legal argument is for saying an app can't be on a store because the government doesn't like it. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matthew?
Crash westbound 465 before Keystone Avenue. 2 right lanes blocked. Stop to 69, 15-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors' new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. Matt Bear at WIBC Traffic.
Michael Meitner, IT Director for Grand River Aseptic Manufacturing, has multiple products from Applied Innovation.
We utilize their line of Ricoh MFPs across all of our sites, and we're currently using their DocuWare solution for scanning and archival.
Applied Innovation's DocuWare solution has benefits?
Yeah, us providing our great customer service to our customers has been improved tenfold. Instead of taking like 30 minutes, it now takes 1 minute.
So Applied Innovation has become an important strategic partner.
Applied Innovation has really become our one-shop stop for all of our MFP printing, scanning needs, our document archiving processes. It's really convenient to have one vendor across all of our 6-7 different sites that we have that I can trust on.
And Applied Innovation service?
Customer service has been amazing. I recommend Applied Innovation and DocuWare to anyone that I possibly can.
Applied Innovation. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedyinnovation.com.
That's another amazing run by Team USA.
Mom, think I'll be on Team USA one day?
Well, I'll take this one.
What? Are you speaking to us?
Yes, and to answer your question, anything's possible, especially with Xfinity.
So, I can be the best snowboarder ever?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price won't change for 5 years.
Okay. What if I practice every day?
Then maybe you'll be snowboarding for Team USA at the next Olympic Winter Games. And Mom, you'll still be paying the same price for Wi-Fi.
Ooh, really stuck the landing there.
It's the Xfinity Gold Medal Celebration. Now through February 22nd, get our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed, just $50 a month. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's a $10.99 value per month. Xfinity. Imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Actual speeds vary.
Get great deals this weekend at the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show this Saturday and Sunday at Stout Field in Indianapolis. The best dealers in the region will be at the Central Indiana Gun and Knife Show. Admission is just $6 for adults, and kids 12 and under get in free. Attendees must be 18 or accompanied by an adult. Buy, sell, trade. This Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 9 to 3. Get directions and see upcoming events and more at CentralIndianaGunShows.com. That's CentralIndianaGunShows.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
LifeLock, how can I help?
The IRS said I filed my return,
but I haven't.
1 in 4 tax-paying Americans has paid the price of identity fraud.
What do I do?
My refund, though.
I'm freaking out.
Don't worry, I can fix this.
LifeLock fixes identity theft guaranteed and gets your money back with up to $3 million in coverage.
I'm so relieved.
No problem. I'll be with you every step of the way.
1 in 4 was a fraud-paying American. Not anymore. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Ben Franklin here to talk to you about your water heater. A water heater is a vital part of your home's plumbing. When it doesn't work, it can really freeze up your routine. Call the pros at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing about water heater options for your home. Visit BenjaminFranklinPlumbing.com or call 877-BEN-1776 to request an appointment. Call for details. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in their respective state or county.
Good Thursday morning. Coming up in 2 minutes, a second teenager now in custody down south after investigators uncovered a plot to attack a Hoosier school. What the IMPD chief is saying about crime numbers and what the family of a Fishers teenager found dead wants you to know. Those stories after Fox News. From the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis. It's 7 o'clock.
the newest lead in the search for Nancy Guthrie, now in day 12. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Investigators found a black glove about a mile away from Nancy Guthrie's home on Campbell Avenue, which is a busy street that connects to Nancy's neighborhood. This type of clue could ultimately offer critical DNA evidence.
Fox's Matt Finn in Tucson, Arizona. The man captured on video outside the Guthrie home around the time of the 84-year-old's kidnapping was wearing gloves.
This morning, Fox News saw a Pima County forensic team searching brush on the side of Campbell Avenue, which is where the glove was found. Some of the agents were taking pictures.
There are still no suspects named in that search. The Senate will hold a hearing today that could get testy, putting Minnesota in focus from fraud allegations to controversial immigration enforcement that has Democrats threatening to not fund Homeland Security beyond tomorrow, the day after a contentious hearing with Attorney General Pam Bondi.
President Trump's policies have saved lives.
And while she called Jeffrey Epstein a monster and that they've released millions of files from the sex trafficking investigation, some lawmakers were critical of Bondi's handling of the case, like Congressman Jamie Raskin.
You acted with some mixture of staggering incompetence, cold indifference, and jaded cruelty.
Bondi called him a loser lawyer and then got into it with Congressman Ted Lieu.
I believe you just lied under oath. There is ample evidence in the Epstein file.
Don't you ever accuse me of a crime.
I believe you.
Russia hit Ukraine with another drone and missile barrage overnight in the capital, Kyiv, and other cities. And a Ukrainian athlete who made a statement about that war on his helmet was disqualified today at the Winter Olympics. Vladislav Haraskevich not allowed to compete in the skeleton.
His specially designed helmet displayed images of Ukrainian athletes killed as a result of Russia's invasion. The IOC told him it was a political message and therefore banned. It says Haraskevich didn't consider any form of compromise, such as wearing a black armband.
That's Jonathan Savage.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
She says crime in Indy has dropped, but that's not the whole story. You have a clear radar over downtown Indianapolis where it's 21 degrees. We're headed up to 42 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:02. The new IMPD chief met with the city council Wednesday night for the first time, pointing out that violent crime in the capital city has dropped.
What this department has achieved over the past few years belongs squarely to our officers, detectives, and professional staff.
And people that live on the east side got to hear Tanya Terry speak at New Direction Church during the City County Council's Public Safety Committee meeting. It was held there because leaders say it makes it easier for people who live in the neighborhood to attend. A life sentence without the possibility of parole. That's what Marion County prosecutors are seeking for an Indianapolis mother. Jarrett Lewis tells you why.
Court documents filed this month in Marion County detail that prosecutors want Toni McClure to spend the rest of her life in prison. She's charged with her 5-year-old daughter's murder. Prosecutors believe McClure abused her daughter for nearly 3 years. In April 2024, police found Kinsey Welty unresponsive in a home on Indy's southwest side. She died a short time after officers got there. McClure told police she didn't want her daughter in her life anymore, so she would make her spend most of her time inside a closet covered in feces, barely fed. McClure's trial is set for June. She's also charged with battery and criminal confinement. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
You may remember police talking about a planned attack at Morristown Senior High School where a teenager was going to shoot up the school. Now, a second teenager has been implicated and arrested in Mississippi. This all happened yesterday. Melanie Little from Corinth, Mississippi, is now charged. Indiana police are waiting to take her into custody while the process plays out. But court records show that a pair of teenagers were planning the attack together, talking about weapons and explosives and how they would carry it out. And at the end of the attack, they said they were going to kill themselves. An investment from Meta means that there's a new data center campus in Lebanon. Here's John Herrick.
Indiana Governor Mike Braun and Meta executives broke ground on a $10 billion data center campus in Lebanon Wednesday. Rachel Peterson is the vice president of data centers at Meta, and she says this center will operate on a closed-loop water system.
This means for the majority of the year, we're going to actually use zero water. So we're minimizing water usage as much as possible, and for the water we do use, we're committed to restoring 100% of that here locally in the watershed.
She says Meta will be contributing to local and state tax bases as well as supporting schools and nonprofits. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The family of Haley Busby is inviting you to a celebration of life happening today. Her father wrote on Facebook that everyone is welcome to come together to honor Haley and the joy she brought to the world. The celebration of life happening at 6 o'clock at I-Town Church in Fishers. Doors open at 5. And back-to-back wins for the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Brooklyn Nets 115-110 last night.
Use the time wisely, enjoy their families, get to warm weather if they can. We'll see them Tuesday afternoon for practice at 4 o'clock. And then we'll have a practice the next day, probably at 11. Then we'll fly to Washington, and we'll get right back into it.
That's head coach Rick Carlisle saying bye-bye to his players for a week. They're off for the NBA All-Star break, except Pascal Siakam, who's headed to California to participate in events. I'm Ryan Hedrick on The Level on the go and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Looking at the northeast side, westbound 465, 2 crashes here. The first at Allisonville Road covering the left shoulder. The second at the White River or before Keystone Avenue blocking 2 right lanes. This is stop traffic back to East 75th Street for a delay of 21 minutes. Inbound 69 slows 96 282nd Street. South side, northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's cold out, but Great Lakes Honda of Fishers is heating things up with hot deals. Visit Great Lakes Honda of Fishers and fall in love with a new vehicle. Shop online at GreatLakesHondaFishers.com and come in for a test drive. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist, what's happening?
Hey, good morning. Good to see a little bit of some of those slick spots out there, so use caution with some of that refreeze as temperatures are below freezing. Today, we'll see some sunshine and then more clouds later this afternoon. We'll go with a high temperature of 42. A few clouds later on tonight with low temperatures falling to 26. And overall, Friday, a pretty nice day. Sunshine, highs near 47, 50s. Heading into the weekend with rain chances late in the afternoon, evening on Saturday into the first part of the day on Sunday.
So here's the update, Tara Hastings.
Oh, yes. What is it?
We have heard from the initial contact from the people at the Kroger's about icing because Tara Hastings, it turns out, likes cake from Kroger that has the whipped icing. She doesn't like buttercream. Her family likes the whipped icing. She says it's the best. I have had other people say to me that the icing from Kroger is sugar that has some coloring on it, and it will immediately give you diabetes. So what's happening here is we're going full steam ahead to try and get the icing to appear at the event on February 28th. Trump 1 year and 1 month later. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Tara Hastings is going to be there. She's going to pour you bourbon. And then I'm trying to figure out what we're going to be able to serve it on so people can kind of scoop themselves some icing and try different things. And we can taste test it and do the whole thing. So we weren't able to connect yesterday. I'm hoping that I'll connect with some people at Kroger today and make that happen, make sure it's okay with the Hyatt Regency, which, Kyle, if you're listening, let me know, man. Can we bring icing for, I don't know, like a few thousand people and try that out? And can I bring my own cookies? Or can I get cookies from you? I'm assuming cookies, like a simple sugar cookie, and people can put icing on it. And then if there's any hospital group that would like to sponsor, Trump 1 year later, brought to you by insulin. Insulin. Good. That would be perfect if we could organize this. So with that, that's where we are, Tara Hastings, with the whole thing.
Yes. We have decided, I asked my stepdaughter and I said, hey, can we go with the cookies and cream icing? She says, gosh, that sounds really good. So we're getting marble cake with the cookies and cream whippy for the icing on Saturday for her birthday. So I'm very excited about this.
Okay. Wow. Look at that.
Yep.
Over here, Tony Katz in the Morning News. Not only do we get rated the top morning show in America, we're bringing families together.
We are. Or you are. And not me. You.
Well, look at that.
You.
Look at that. Tara just inserted her right into the thing.
I did.
She did? We all heard it, Tara. It was all right there.
I know. Yep.
Easy to understand. It's going to be an incredible night. Tickets.TonyKatz.com, WIBC.com. If you haven't gotten your tickets, you're out of your mind. It is going to be such a fun party. You're going to have such a great time, such an experience, a great night out, and you get to look good. So let's go do that and see Tara Hastings and Matt Baer and producer Carl.
Oh, is Carl going to be there too?
Oh, Carl's going to be there.
Good.
Carl's going to be there. Absolutely, he will.
Playing sound effects.
You're not going to be playing sound effects. You're not allowed anywhere near the AV.
No, don't push any buttons.
The idea of Carl playing sound effects.
Oh.
That's not going to happen. Not at all. Tara, I got to run. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:11. It leads the stories at WIBC.com, the death of actor James Van Der Beek at the age of 48. Holy cow. Colorectal cancer diagnosed in 2023. And it was Catherine O'Hara, dead at the age of 71, rectal cancer. Did I miss something that this has... Is it just... happenstance? Is it somehow making a comeback? Is there some story here? Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. Awful. Awful, awful. 48 is a child. By the way, I feel the same way about Catherine O'Hara at 71. And it brings up this, so Van Der Beek went public with what was going on with him. And Catherine O'Hara didn't. I've discussed this with my wife. If I was ill, would I talk about it out loud? I'm like, I don't think I would. I really don't think I would do so. And yet, it just sounds so dumb. It sounds so dumb. I'm upset with Catherine O'Hara. I wish I had known. I wish she had known. Like the fan base she had out there. That woman was funny, spectacular. Moments, she has so many seminal moments in so many people's childhood and adulthood comedy history, and it's incredible. And I wonder if the idea of not letting people know is really as angering for others. I don't know. But I know that I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't. I'd be like, no. This is my thing. This is me and family. We're good. No. But anyway, the story is horrifying, just terrible. 48, a world ahead of you at 48. The whole story is at WIBC.com. Check it out there. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Well, here's a stat that's going to piss you off. You've contributed as much as 12.4% of every paycheck to Social Security. The government distributed this money like a Ponzi scheme, and now they're warning this fund could run out of money in 8 years, which could mean a 23% cut in benefits. The decision as to how and when you file for Social Security today is a lot more complicated than you will ever know.
That's why we want you to get a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. Bill knows Social Security like the back of his hand. He'll shoot you straight. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now by calling 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or go to yourretirementguy.com.
Pella provides window and door replacement with products you can trust. For a limited time, call 833-87-PELLA or visit PellaIndy.com/radio and get 22% off Pella products. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Traffic on the 5s, and Matt Baer is the kind of man that you want to give you the traffic report smooth and easy.
All right. right, Tony. Looking at the northeast side, crashes westbound 465. The first one at Allisonville Road is on the left shoulder. The second one at the White River, blocking the right lane. Traffic is jammed up back to East 56th Street. Delay time up to 21 minutes. On the south side, northbound 65, stop and go from Raymond into the south split. That is construction. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $1,100 in extra savings on GE Profile, Cafe, and more exclusively at Grand Appliance. Now through February 25th. Visit grandappliance.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:15.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number, 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
It's a new year. Ready for a fresh start or career reboot? At My Computer Career, prep for a more recession-resistant future in the high-demand fields of IT, cybersecurity, in months, not years, including AI. Whether you're starting out or switching careers, no prior training is needed. Attend school online from home or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu to take the free career evaluation today. mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson, and now through Monday, February 16th, it's the President's Day sale at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Lazy Boy recliners start at $399. Smith Brothers sofas start at $18.99. Lift chairs start at $5.99, and reclining sofas start at $6.99. Save up to $800 on the best mattresses, including Tempur-Pedic. Our biggest President's Day sale ever ends Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Make it bend and break. Say a prayer, but let the good times roll. In case God doesn't show.
Bring on the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. If it's inside your four walls, you call Booher. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement. That basement, you've been using it as a dumping ground. You don't pay any attention. You're like, is it musty down here? You know, none of that has to be. It's a part of the home. You should be utilizing it for, well, whatever it is you want to utilize it for. Maybe you need an office. Maybe you want lounging space. Maybe it's the workout room. Maybe it's the home theater. I don't know. I'm not you. But you have ideas. And Booher is there to listen and turn those ideas into reality. You can create any plan you want to create. There's nothing that is out of bounds. It might seem weird to others, but it's how you want to live. How do you create value for your life? That's what your home should do. It's not about just creating value for the home and you sell the home. You're not selling the home for 20 years. What do you want to do for these next 20 years? These next 10 years? How do you want to live? I suggest living comfortably, the way you want to, in a space that works for you and your family. Talk to Booher Remodeling today because they can make it happen. And their 5-step design process from start to finish makes it very, very easy. 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling. 852-5546 or online at Booher. Booher. BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's the story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn because there is more. I'm telling you that what happened yesterday in the House Judiciary hearing with the Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Democrats, if you listen to the left, oh, look at Pam Bondi floundering. If you listen to the right, oh, look at Pam Bondi dismantling these Democrats. If you have any type of rational thought at all, you're saying to yourself, how can these people be in charge? Everyone looked like a freaking fool yesterday. An absolute fool. Screaming, yelling, angry, just non-stop back and forth pablum. This is your attorney general, and this is House Democrats.
Answer, but she gets to answer. The question was, how many of Epstein's...
They don't like the answer, Chairman.
My time.
Because it's honest. So he asked a 4-minute question.
Restore 45 seconds, Mr. Nadler, please, Mr. Chairman.
Answer.
You can let her filibuster all day long, but not on our watch. Not on our time. No way. And I told you about that, Attorney General, before you started.
You don't tell me.
Yeah, I did tell you because we saw what you did in the Senate.
Lawyer, not even a lawyer.
Committee will be in order. Time, and I should get back at least 45 seconds. We will give you a few more seconds. I said that already. 45 seconds. Okay, I'm timing right now, Mr. Nadler.
Yep. No, everything's fine in D.C. Why do you ask? Everything's great. The only thing missing from that clip is at the end, people chanting, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. And this is just one of many. Hold on, let's see. Where else can I go with this? Here's Pam Bondi and Representative Thomas Massey.
Within 40 minutes, you asked me a question. Within 40 minutes, Wexner's name was added back.
Within 40 minutes of me catching you red-handed.
There was one redaction out of
he's
over
listed as a co-conspirator.
4,700, and we invited you in. This guy has Trump derangement syndrome. He needs to get. You're a failed politician. You need to get on these matters.
Chairman, please restore his time and remind the witness of the rules here.
It was like that for hours and hours and hours. Just non-stop. And when Pam Bondi was asked about how come no one regarding Epstein has been indicted?
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why you're laughing. You're a great stock trader, as I hear, Raskin. The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks and retirement savings are booming. That's what we should be talking about. We should be talking about making Americans safe. We should be talking about, what does a Dow have to do with anything? That's what they just asked. Are you kidding?
Mr. Jordan, Mr. Jordan. Committee.
I have no idea what the Dow is supposed to do with anything. I don't know what the Dow is supposed to do with this. Allow me, just for a moment. Pam Bondi came off as emotional. Pam Bondi came off as flailing, and it isn't how she started her opening statement. And I was discussing this on Tony Katz yesterday. She does way too much Trump this, Trump that, Trump the other, Trump great. It comes off horrifically. If they would pivot from Trump this, Trump that to the American people deserve this and that's why we're doing this and that. President Trump set the standard, and we are now following to make sure that we deliver for America. And here's what Americans are getting. Here's what we're doing for America. And here's why Americans are upset by this. And here's why it matters for Americans. You got to get people connected in that way. It can't be all Trump all the time. And so there was a moment where she did that pivot in her opening, and I was like, bravo. That's what you want to hear. That's excellent. But that was the opening. And then it was this. I thought she looked horrific. I thought she sounded horrific. Do you think that excuses anything that Democrats did? My God, no. Democrats talking about the Epstein files only want to go after Trump. They don't care what happened. To me, that is obvious, and it's gross. It's as gross as what we saw yesterday. This is why people hate politics. This absolute crap. And Pam Bondi should not think she did herself a good job yesterday. Ridiculous. Nonsensical. Pam Bondi, you're no Scott Bessent. There's a way to handle yourself so you come across as in control and on top. That's not what happened. What happened yesterday was clown show. The only thing we're missing is the car and the big feet. And these are members of Congress. None of them have big feet. Ridiculous stuff. Meanwhile, names should have been redacted from the Epstein files, which I favored, which is why I opposed the discharge petition which is the act that led to the release of the files, because I don't think the discharge petition did enough to engage protection. Well, the Department of Justice was supposed to engage these protections. I think we could have done a much better job of this. But I want the files released. I absolutely want the files released. I'm on record going back to the beginning. And the Trump administration handled it wrong, and these things should be released. And now, when do people go to jail? Only question. But Democrats don't care about that. They only care about how they attack Trump. They are equally as clownish as Bondi looked. All of them. Every single Democrat on that dais. Raskin and Nadler, the rest, clowns. Was not a pretty day yesterday. Really wasn't. Matt Bear's got traffic on the fives. What's up, Matthew?
Yeah, Tony, on the northeast side, 2 crashes on westbound 465. The first one on Allisonville Road, and that's blocking the left shoulder. The second one blocking the right lane. We have traffic slow past East 56th Street at a 17-minute delay. South side, northbound 65, slow from Edgewood Avenue into the South Split. Stop and go after South Keystone Avenue into the South Split, a 4-minute delay. Northwest side, northbound 465, slow roll off 86th Street up to 865, and inbound 69 delayed 6 minutes from 116th Street to 82nd. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms at drexelin.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the fives. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon at 3 o'clock. The biggest stories in Indy, the latest on the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, and I'm sure at some point we'll say something inappropriate.
Comcast Business helps turn today's small businesses into engines of modern business. It's how restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How retailers become seamlessly restocking, cybersecurity must-visit shops. And how healthcare offices become the data managing caregivers that we all depend on. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, advanced fiber solutions, and Wi-Fi backup, Comcast Business is powering the engine of modern business. Powering possibilities.
Now through March 22nd, switch to Comcast Business and get started with 300 megabit internet plus Security Edge for $74 a month for 12 months with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to lock in your rate for 5 years on a qualifying internet bundle and get a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. For a limited time only. Call today. Restrictions apply. New customers only. Requires enrollment and paperless billing and automatic payments with bank account. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply.
Party people, what's going on? It's Hammer from the Hammer and Nigel show. For my friends at We Grow Hair Indy, WeGrowHairIndy.com, Darren Andrews and his amazing team, they told me flat out, we can fix that big bald spot on the back of your dome. So if you're anything like me and you want to look better, contact We Grow Hair Indy, WeGrowHairIndy.com, or call 317-522-2995.
Attention Class B CDL drivers. Are you looking to work for a company that provides you with a great starting wage, outstanding benefits, and a generous retirement plan? Irving Materials Incorporated is currently hiring ready-mix truck drivers. If you are a CDL Class B driver, visit DriveIMI.com today to learn about the job opportunities at IMI. CDL Class B drivers. For a new start in 2026, visit DriveIMI.com. DriveIMI.com. DriveIMI.com.
Kid Rock, a celebration 250 years in the making. Freedom 250 Tour, The Road to Nashville. Friday, June 19th at Ruoff Music Center. The American Badass, Kid Rock with John Party.
Got a little dirt on my boots, but I'm taking you uptown tonight.
On sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. The ultimate American party, Kid Rock.
Hey, listen, are you a 50-year-old person looking for term life insurance? Then you need to talk to Bob. Bob specializes in helping people find $1 million or more of term life insurance for a couple of $100 a month. Look, you need to know there's a price war in the term life insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call Bob, and he'll shop and see how much money he can save you. Look, this could be the last term life insurance policy you ever have. Your rates are guaranteed for the next 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rates for the next 20 years. And if you're a smoker or your health is not perfect, Bob has great rates for you too. So for $1 million of term life insurance coverage for a couple of $100 a month, call Bob right now. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. 800-890-5075. That's 800-890-5075. Paid for by Term Direct.
Meet Drexel Interior's new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
They found something, but what it actually means is still a mystery. You have a clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 22 degrees. We're going up to 42 on a Thursday. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 7:31. This morning, the Pima County Sheriff's forensics team is searching through brush near Nancy Guthrie's home in Arizona. Nancy, the mother of Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. The search comes after the FBI discovered black gloves near her home yesterday.
But a note of caution here. Those gloves also resemble, in some ways, the kind of gloves that are worn by investigators themselves. It is possible that a pair of those gloves could have fallen out the back pocket of an investigator.
That's Fox's Jonathan Hunt. A man was briefly held yesterday for questioning by the FBI after a traffic stop related to the case, but he was later let go. Officials still can't agree on why the airspace around El Paso's airport suddenly shut down last night. The Trump administration says a cartel drone crossed the border. Other sources say the pause was actually tied to the U.S. military testing a new anti-drone tech system. The shutdown stopped every flight, even medical ones, and local leaders say they had no warning, which only added to the confusion. It was the first described shutdown since that happened in 9/11. He's apologized, but now he's facing execution. Kendrick Simpson, an Oklahoma man, killed 2 men in a 2006 drive-by shooting.
Today's scheduled execution will be the first of the year in Oklahoma and the second in the United States. The apology coming in a clemency hearing, which failed to convince the parole board to set aside his execution. And yesterday, the U.S. Supreme Court also rejected his late appeal to spare him the death penalty.
That's Fox's Gary Baumgarten. Simpson has spent 19 years on death row for the murders of Glenn Palmer and Anthony Jones following a fight at a nightclub. Greenhouse gas rules in the U.S. are about to be rolled back. The head of the EPA says the agency plans to scrap an Obama-era finding that labeled greenhouse gases a threat to public health. The official announcement is expected today at the White House with President Trump. And Amazon wants you to get your medication more quickly.
Amazon will be leveraging its logistics capabilities for faster delivery of prescriptions. Amazon already has a system of automated warehouses and delivery fleets with high-tech e-bikes to low and even ancient-tech horse-drawn carts on the famously motor-free Mackinac Island in Michigan and mule trains to Arizona's Phantom Ranch in the Grand Canyon. Amazon Pharmacy already has programs for its Prime members to save money on prescriptions, but by the end of the year, they promise same-day RX delivery in 4,500 U.S. metro areas. They plan to accomplish this through their innovative logistics.
That's Fox's Eben Brown reporting. And sports on WIBC at 7:34.
Jones right side, Peter. Working man at the edge of the arc. Right hand bounce, lobs it to the foul line. Huff has it, kick out to the left side. Shot clock down to 5, a dead on 3, and that's Jones giving the Pacers the lead.
That shot called by Mark Boyle on the Elevance Health Radio Network last night gave the Pacers a 113-110 lead over the Brooklyn Nets. They went on to win the game 115-110. Head coach Rick Carlisle says Cam Jones is...
He's a confident kid, strong family. He's had great coaching throughout his career, and he just plays. And he made the biggest shot of his life.
Indy forward Jarris Walker scored 23 points. The Pacers have a week off for the All-Star break. The Butler Bulldogs can't buy a win. They've dropped 5 in a row after losing 80-70 to number 5 UConn at Hinkle Fieldhouse last night. Butler closed to within 2 points with about 6.5 minutes left, but the Huskies took over from there. Tiger Woods' son has decided where he'll play college golf on Tuesday. Charlie Woods announced on Instagram that he's committed to Florida State, and the Indianapolis Colts have hired Marion Hobby as their defensive line coach. He worked with Lou Anarumo, who's the defensive coordinator for the team when they were in Cincinnati from 2021 to 2024. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 7:35, traffic on the 5s on a Thursday morning. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Yeah, Ron, checking the east side. It's westbound 70 after post. A stall just reported. Watch out for that as you come in from, say, Hancock County to the city center. Looking at the northeast side, crash. Westbound 465 at the White River, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic past Penn Pike at a delay of 19 minutes. Inbound 69, delayed 7 minutes, 106 to 465. South side, northbound 65. Delayed 6 minutes from Keystone Avenue into the south split. That is construction. And southbound 6570 jamming up from Michigan Street to the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors' new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
Snow fell over the frontier as Spanish troops moved through the woods, far from the Atlantic coast, yet fighting for the same cause, the fall of British power in America.
WIBC celebrates the spirit of 76. Brought to you by the WIBC Daily Newsletter.
February 12th, 17. Spanish forces crossed frozen ground from their base in St. Louis and captured Fort St. Joseph in present-day Michigan. The British garrison surrendered without resistance, and Spain even briefly raised its flag. The victory was small, but its meaning was large. The revolution had added another global power, and Britain had few friends.
The spirit of 76. History remembered. Freedom celebrated. Have the latest headlines and show content delivered to your inbox daily. Sign up at WIBC.com.
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen. Where friendly
Today on the marketplace, nothing says Valentine's Day like use Balenciaga. It's really Balenciaga. Am I saying it right? Balenciaga. See, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it if you can't pronounce it. Tony Katz at 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. Before I get into it, you know, every day we've been celebrating America 250 with a bit of America's history, and you've heard it here. The voice you hear is David Wood, our program director, who is not only a program director, he does voiceover. He starred in the production of A Christmas Story there at was it the Booth Tarkington or was it at the Palladium? Super talented cat, and he has been writing these and producing these, and you can, if you want to be connected with this really some incredible stuff that we're doing for America 250 this year, you may want to reach out. It's a fantastic series that he's putting together, and we have a lot of things we want to put around it. So very, very cool stuff from David and how that's being produced. Well done, well played all the way around. You know that during downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show, I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff. Everything is at the Marketplace. I bring it to you, the Marketplace segment, presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's your cash. Go get it. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Fast, easy, free to use. Your money is waiting for you, and it is your money. It's not free money. It's yours. That last paycheck, that dividend, that refund you didn't even know you were supposed to get, it's all there. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov. And so they bring you the marketplace where I find weird stuff. And Matt Bear, speaking of weird stuff, what's going on, man?
What's going on with you, Tony?
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh, good.
And
about time.
And you may be wondering what to get. What should you get your lovey sweetie boo for Valentine's Day?
Tickles.
Yes, that's right, Matt.
Everybody
You should get your lovey sweetie boo tickles.
It's the gift that just keeps on giving, man.
I don't know how you're single. I just don't know.
As long as your fingers don't get tired, you can tickle away. What?
Seriously? Carl has no sound effect for that.
Come on, Carl.
All the inappropriate of Carl, and now he's been rendered mute.
Wake your producer up, Tony.
My God. Morning, Carl. Morning, sleepyhead.
Oh.
I have decided, Matt Bear, that nothing says Valentine's Day like used Balenciaga hoodies.
Oh, it sounds expensive.
On the marketplace right now, someone is selling for the man in your life or not the man in your life. This is a Balenciaga hoodie, red and navy blue, in size XXL. It's a 2X. Runs big, so if you're like a large, you will also fit into it. Never worn. Never worn.
Fantastic.
And this is a red and navy blue. It looks black, but navy blue Balenciaga hoodie. Are you in or you out, Matt Bear?
I've got to be out. My imaginary girlfriend doesn't wear 2XXL, so.
Yeah, but this way, let's say not. Let's say not. Let's say she is not a double X, and let's say you're not built like a real man. What you could do here is both of you could share the hoodie, and that's love.
This is the hoodie you have at Tony Katz here, and I believe it says Metallica on it.
It says Balenciaga.
Oh, okay. Looked kind of Norse Viking-ish to me. Yeah, it's a cool sweatshirt. It looks expensive. I mean, if you just want to wow her with, your disposable income, I think this would be the thing to buy.
Yeah. It's going for $280.
Nope. See ya. Wait, is it shipping free?
I think you have to pick it up.
No, I'm out.
So you're a no to the hoodie.
Yeah, I'm a no to the hoodie. I don't know what I'd do with this. It's cool. It's really nice. And
I was trying to think of what we should do for Valentine's Day. How can we help people? Of course, we've got great relationship advice here. And when I say we, I mean me.
What kind of relationship advice do you have? You can tell people how to stay married for a couple of decades. Wow. Great. I mean, that's not relationship advice. That's how to stay married.
Right.
Coming from an unmarried man.
Hey, just rub it in, Carl. It's cruel.
But I was trying to figure out what to do, how to help people with Valentine's Day, right? So first things first, if you need a good Valentine's gift, you go to all our sponsors. Every sponsor, WIBC. Every single one of them. Nothing says I love you like a firearm from Fostech. Right? Get a new house from Mark Deedle. This is all good stuff.
Hope Plumbing's a good one.
Good stuff, but we do a lot. Of course, nothing says I want this relationship to last like a clean chimney from Chimney Solutions, Indiana. Nothing at all.
Happy Valentine's Day.
We know I do a tremendous amount of work with the people at Premier Arms and PA Jewelers. I've got some very cool announcements about stuff we're doing in the future coming down the line. And yes, a firearm says I love you. But also does the jewelry. And I'm thinking, Matt Bear, maybe after the midday show tomorrow, maybe I'll head down to PA Jewelers. And maybe if somebody comes in and sees me and maybe gives me, I don't know, the phrase that pays, maybe I'll help them get some earrings or a bracelet or a pendant or something. Maybe I can be of service that way.
What's the phrase that pays?
Make Valentine's Day really work.
What's the phrase that pays?
We got to figure that out tomorrow.
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's spontaneous. All right.
Right now, I'm debating between Waka Waka and Waddle Doodle.
Oh, that's a good
That's
one.
right. I went full grease man for those of you who are radio buffs. Producer Carl's the only person who understood what I just said. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe I could be of service that way. Go to PA Jewelers and help some people get some good gifts.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah. You, is that a good one? Is that a good way to help?
I think so. I think it's a beautiful soul you have to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Green Street in Brownsburg. I don't know. Maybe meet me there tomorrow afternoon.
Cool.
That's what I would do. I think that's a good idea. By the way, I haven't discussed this with PA Jewelers. I'm just showing up.
I'm sure they appreciate the patronage.
I'll get a text soon enough.
Yeah.
Either way.
Good people.
Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
North side, westbound 465, approaching Keystone Avenue. That is a crash blocking the right lane and causing stop-and-go traffic back to Penn Pike. A delay of 24 minutes. Westbound 70 before 465, a traffic hazard. Nothing delaying us at the moment, but it is a stall. And please watch out there on the shoulders. Westbound 70 slows before Sherman Drive into the north split. And on the south side, northbound 65, stop and go after Southport Road to 465. And again, from South Keystone Avenue into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors' new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time right now is 7:46. Guys, there's a $200 million buyback in mortgage securities coming, plus a new rate-friendly Fed chair coming this spring. These moves are going to push mortgage rates lower. And the last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now is the time to prepare to sell your home. It's time to call the expert, Mark Dietel. Maybe what you need is to maximize price. Mark will bring your home to market with unmatched exposure. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert, trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Angie in Fairland said, I was handling my mother's estate and needed to sell the home I grew up in. It was emotional for me, but the Dietel team handled the listings and repairs, secured a buyer, and sold the home after just 9 days on the market, stress-free. Mark Dietel and his team made a challenging situation simple and successful. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended. The agent that guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel today. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Don't stress about plumbing repairs. Call LD Smith for honest advice and a free second opinion on any estimate.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest. Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and you know that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What are you going to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America. common sense government, and peace too strict.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait. And don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
At Advent, we help sleep apnea sufferers avoid the CPAP machine by getting your nose and throat working with our unique Advent approach that you won't find elsewhere.
Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel all this week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Tim McGraw with 49 Winchester Friday, September 18th at Ruoff Music Center.
Just to see you smile.
Voter ID is a must. Well, Tony, if you require people to have a passport and they have to pay for the passport, that's just a poll tax. I didn't say it had to be a passport. I'm arguing that there must be voter ID, and that ID should be paid for. It should be free to every citizen. Simple. Done. Keep throwing up your arguments. The argument is for the left. We don't want to have to show an ID because we want the opportunity for fraud. That's their argument. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. And they can't make the argument convincingly. And Scott Jennings, the only reason to watch CNN, was on CNN. And when the panel is discussing how voter ID is really voter suppression, Scott Jennings is asking the only question that matters. How?
Don't want us to believe they are okay with racism.
Wait, what voting rights is he taking away from black voters?
Oh, if we look at the SAVE Act, that's exactly what we're talking about. That is actually going to continue to disenfranchise overwhelmingly a lot of people of color. There are so many civil rights organizations that have run the data. If we look at the way that it is going to disenfranchise black voters, it's the same reason why Chuck Schumer called it Jim Crow 2.0.
So,
this is the same president. If we want to continue...
You haven't said how yet.
I am talking about it. It's the way that you're putting new poll taxes on this when you're making people have... That's what we can call them now. It's kind of an idiom, right? If you want to say that people have to prove that they are citizens, that they have to prove with a voter ID, the reality is you're layering what is a constitutional right for the American people and making it harder for people to vote in this country, and it's going to disenfranchise black voters.
Concern you that you're making all these claims? You've yet to lay out how it's hurting anyone, but 76% of black voters think we should show an ID to vote, 80% of Hispanic voters, 83% of the American people. Are you saying that black voters are too dumb to know what's good for them? I mean, it sounds pretty condescending what I mean. That's not three-quarters of black voters.
Other people can jump in, and Abby Phillip can jump in, and whether they're black or they're white, all of it. Listen to me very carefully. This is what the political left thinks of the voter. They do think that if you're black, you're too dumb to get an ID. That's what they think. And that's what they say. And that's the argument they make. And it is racist and it is disgusting. And they think if you're a woman, you're not smart enough to be able to get an ID. And you may have a different name than your birth name because you got married and therefore you won't be able to vote. They think you are a fool. And this is the lie they put out into the world. It isn't going to stop people from voting. Every argument is bunk. Bunk. Proving who you are is essential. And the people who don't want you to prove who you are to vote favor fraud. I favor those people losing. And their fear is that if you have to prove who you are, they will lose, which is also a good thing. Matt Ferris got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
All right, looking at the northeast side, crash clear. Westbound 465 at the White River, still slow. 2 I-69. Crash on the south side. This is Madison Avenue at Troy Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors' new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Your heat seems to be running a lot more than it should. You might be surprised to learn it's because the insulation in your windows has failed. Talk to the pros at Window Nation and get new windows with big savings during Window Nation's Buy 4 Windows, Get 4 free sale. Plus, you could get them 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. If you act now, you'll get an extra 10% off. When your window insulation fails, usually due to old or cheap materials, all of your window energy efficiency disappears. The results? A house that is cold in the winter and hot in the summer.
Window Nation's windows use top quality materials and seals along with insulated frames. They're so incredibly energy efficient that you'll actually save money on your utility bills. And they're backed with a lifetime warranty, so you don't have to live with broken windows anymore. Don't wait. Put an end to your window problems. Take advantage of Window Nation's Buy 4 Windows, Get 4 for free sale. And get an extra 10% off. Visit windownation.com for a free consultation.
It's Terry Stacy, and thousands of people start the year with good intentions of losing weight and getting in shape by spring. For over 22 years, Exercising has helped Hoosiers build muscle and lose weight and transform their health, which means creating lifelong habits rather than a resolution most of us don't keep. Exercising works, and the best part about it, it only takes 20 minutes once a week. Their unique training method was developed in an osteoporosis research study to help prevent bone mineral loss in older women. The women in the study got very strong in a short amount of time. When the method is applied to normal, healthy adults, both men and women get a lot stronger. Their Simple 9 nutritional program has helped their clients lose over 40,000 pounds since 2013. They've also seen their clients lower blood pressure, improve blood sugar, and get off prescription meds. Get started right now. Avon, Brownsburg, Fishers, Greenwood, and Zionsville. Change your life in 20 minutes once a week. Go to exercising.com to request a free consultation.
Chase away those winter blues with a new car from Tom Roush Lincoln. Hurry in for the 8, 9, 10 deal from Tom Roush. Get $8,000 off new Nautilus or $9,000 off new Corsair. Or how about $10,000 off Lincoln Aviator? Come get a great deal on all three from Tom Roush, where our family served yours since 1972.
Corsair stock number L25566, MSRP 55340. Nautilus stock number L26030, MSRP 62705. Aviator stock number L25384, MSRP 79450. See dealer for complete offer details.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Kid Rock, a celebration 250 years in the making. Freedom 250 Tour, the road to Nashville. Friday, June 19th at Ruoff Music Center with John Party. On sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
American Badass!
The ultimate American party. Kid Rock.
Through their service, veterans have our backs. Now we should have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org.
Pella provides window and door replacement with products you can trust.
For a limited time, call 833-87-PELA or visit PelaIndy.com/radio and get 22% off Pella products. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey, it's Casey, and a grand jury won't indict 6 lawmakers in that military video case. Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what Indy's new police chief talked about at a public meeting last night. What if Fisher's family wants you to know about their daughter? What Meta executives were doing in Lebanon yesterday, and why an Indianapolis woman could spend her life in prison. After Fox News from the Dugan Air Heating and Cooling Mitsubishi Electric Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis on a Thursday morning. It's 8 o'clock.
Is the black glove evidence? I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is a big question on day 12 of the search for Nancy Guthrie. He was found a mile from her Arizona home. In video footage released Tuesday of a man outside the home around the time the 84-year-old was kidnapped, he was wearing gloves.
Now, this type of clue, the glove, could ultimately offer critical DNA evidence.
Fox's Matt Finn in Tucson says despite 18,000 calls to an FBI tip line,
as of this morning, there are no known suspects. Law enforcement is not asking the public to be on the lookout for anyone in particular, and that includes a vehicle.
Minnesota will be in focus at a Senate hearing next hour, and it could get tense with Democrats critical of immigration enforcement, demanding ICE reform, or they'll block Homeland Security funding beyond tomorrow.
Minnesota Attorney General Democrat Keith Ellison, House Majority Whip Republican Tom Emmer, and Minnesota's Commissioner of the Department of Corrections, Paul Schnell, among 2 panels of witnesses that also include the heads of ICE and Border Patrol, focusing on the need for local and state cooperation with immigration officials.
Fox's Jeff Manasso. Russia hit Ukraine overnight with a drone and missile barrage in the capital, Kyiv, and other cities, countered by Ukraine attacking Russian oil refineries. 2 U.S. Navy ships collide off the coast of South America.
The vessels are assigned to the military buildup in the Caribbean. The Wall Street Journal reports the USS Truxtun and USNS Supply hit each other in waters near South America. 2 people suffered minor injuries.
Fox's Carly Shimkus. In Brussels, there's a NATO meeting.
United States Under-Secretary of War Elbridge Colby says it's time for a NATO based on partnership, not dependency. The bloc's Secretary General, Mark Rutte, agrees.
For the United States to be secure, you need a strong and secure Arctic, a secure Europe, but also a secure Atlantic. So we are in this together.
Rutte also said the U.S. is leading the way on ending the war in Ukraine.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What Indianapolis's new police chief said to the city county council last night. You have a clear radar over downtown Indianapolis where it's 21 degrees. We're going up to 42 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 8:02. You may have heard that in Indianapolis and across the state, there are groups made up of people who aren't police that are tasked with reviewing and monitoring how cops hold their jobs, make sure they're fair and accountable. IMPD launched its Civilian Oversight Board in 2020. Last night, IMPD Chief Tanya Terry spoke about the board in general terms at a city-county council meeting.
I understand why the board was created, and I certainly appreciate and embrace community involvement in our policies and our process.
And Chief Terry has been with IMPD since 1999, rising through the ranks. She spoke to the City County Council's Public Safety Committee during a meeting at New Direction Church on the east side. Leaders held it there because they said they wanted people who normally don't get to meetings to be able to do so. The family of Haley Busby in Fishers is inviting the public to a celebration of her life today. Haley was found in Ohio. Her remains were found in Ohio last week and being held for her disappearance is Tyler Thomas in Ohio. But her father shared on Facebook that everyone is welcome to come together to honor her life. The celebration will be held at 6 at I-Town Church in Fishers, doors opening at 5. An Indianapolis mother facing life in prison for her daughter's death. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
Prosecutors in Marion County say they will seek life in prison without parole for Toni McClure, who's charged with murder in the death of her 5-year-old daughter, Kinsley Welty. Prosecutors believe the abuse started in May 2021 and continued until the girl's death in April of 2024. McClure admitted to keeping her child in a feces-covered closet and barely feeding her throughout the day. Her boyfriend and mother have also been charged in connection with the case. McClure has a trial scheduled for June. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana Governor Mike Braun joined executives from Meta yesterday to break ground on a $10 billion data center campus in Lebanon. Rachel Peterson, Meta's executive vice president of data centers, says the facility will run on a closed-loop water system.
This means for the majority of the year, we're going to actually use zero water. So we're minimizing water usage as much as possible, and for the water we do use, we're committed to restoring 100% of that here locally in the watershed.
And she says Meta plans to support local and state taxes along with schools and nonprofit organizations. Temperatures are warming up across the Hoosier State.
Some temperatures in Indiana could get as high as 50 again this weekend.
By next week, we could even be into the low to mid 60s by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time period.
And Casey Crosby is a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis.
So we still have a chance of precipitation this weekend. It's primarily going to be during that Saturday night into Sunday morning period.
He says they're not sure yet if that's going to be mostly rain or snow. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The Indiana Pacers ended technically the first half of the season with the win against the Brooklyn Nets, 115-110. It's now 7 days off for the Pacers. They play next week in Washington. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, northwest side, northbound 465 slows off 86th Street up to 865. And then eastbound 465, a little bit slow around Allisonville Road. Crash is cleared westbound 465 between 69 and Keystone. That's good. East side, northbound 465 stop and go from Penn Pike up to 71st. Westbound 70 coming into downtown slow from Sherman, and on the south side, northbound 65 jams Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Father with the WIBC traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Hey, good morning. We are starting off with temps below freezing, so maybe a few slick spots out there. We will look for some sunshine this morning, more clouds moving in later this afternoon. Light winds with highs near 42. Again, could see a few slick spots later tonight with lows falling near 26. And on Friday, a beautiful day. Sunshine, highs near 47. Into the 50s both Saturday and Sunday, but rain chances arrive late Saturday afternoon through the overnight hours and continue into early Sunday morning.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. As always, go do good things if you would. Right now, we've got ourselves 21 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:07. So what happened in El Paso? We talked about it yesterday, the story that broke about how air travel had been stopped at the El Paso International Airport. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. And it was a 10-day closure. No flights in or out. No commercial, no cargo, no general aviation. It's the first time that there has been a restricted airspace where everything was shut down since September 11th, the 10 nautical mile area around El Paso, reaching into New Mexico. Was this cartels and drones? That's what we were told. And then some people floated the idea of, no, it was a balloon, and everybody got freaked out over a balloon. Balloon. And then came stories of whether or not the military was testing lasers in the area. But local officials in El Paso were not notified. Representative Veronica Escobar, who's a Democrat, whose district includes El Paso, says that this idea that it was a drone is, quote, not what we in Congress have been told. So, what happened? Well, first things first, if you heard me discuss this on Tony Katz Today yesterday, I have not moved from my position at all. I defended every step of the way. If this is cartels, I don't allow cartels to influence our life at all. I want them to live in fear, not us. If this was the military engaging in something and not informing local authorities, that's a really bad play and can create a lot of panic and a lot of danger. If this was not a drone that was in El Paso airspace coming from cartels or some other place, but a mistake, rough mistakes to make. Erring on the side of caution, people can go with that, but you shut down everything and gave no rationale. Tony, sometimes they can't give a rationale. These things happen. And it is absolutely up to us to ask questions about what it is they're saying. My take on all of this, what I said yesterday, this could be something. We went through a litany of things, and then we said very clearly, this could be nothing. We don't know. I don't believe it was nothing, and I believe the confusion is so everybody can have a story of their own and nobody actually knows. And I hate being that guy. I find that to be ugly. I am not a conspiratorial guy. You announce that airspace is shut down for 10 days and you open it back up in less than 12 hours? Pretty extreme. Pretty extreme thing to do. And then it was a cartel drone. No, wait, it wasn't a drone. No, wait, the military was working on something. No, wait, we're not discussing that. It was a balloon. I don't even believe the balloon story. I think that's just a story that's out there. When people don't trust, this is why. It is obvious that we don't have the story. Obvious. And if I'm told to believe that it was X, Y, or Z, I'm not going to. I am going to chalk it up to someone being dumb, some system failing. And that concerns me more than anything else. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Applied Innovation customer Michael Kisselback, IT manager at Neuter, a full-service industrial construction company, liked what Applied Innovation provided.
So we look for companies that have shared values as us. So companies that treat clients the way we want to treat our clients. Proactive, responsive, and committed to long-term relationships.
And whether it's copiers, printers, or wide-format plotters, you depend on your Applied Innovation sales rep.
Anytime I need anything from my sales rep, he is on point and on call. I probably have never had a better sales rep than the one I have at Applied. I mean, I email him, I call him, he's on it on the spot, which is pretty impressive.
Sounds like you found that long-term relationship with Applied Innovation.
I say Applied Innovation is responsive, intelligent, and always on point. Applied makes things easy.
Make your life easier by calling Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
February is the month of love, so maybe it's time to show your carpet a little attention. Your carpet is the biggest air filter in your home, and if it hasn't been professionally cleaned, you're breathing dirt, dust, and winter buildup every single day. That's why I call Zero Res. No soaps, no residue, just a deeper clean that keeps your home fresher longer. Right now, get 3 rooms of carpet cleaning starting at $119 plus $75 off air duct cleaning. Book online at zeroresindy.com. Ask for the WIBC special.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, and we've partnered with Cupid to bring you the best Valentine's Day gifts, even if you forgot. We won't tell. From heart necklaces with sparkling diamonds to stylish gold hoops, every piece is made with love. Plus, there's still time to propose. We make it easy to create their dream engagement ring. We have meaningful gifts for every budget. It'll look like you've been planning this for months. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Traffic on the 5s. Matt Bear, what are you doing?
All right, Tony, looking at the south side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic after South Keystone Avenue into the south split, a 9-minute delay. Inbound 69, tight from 96 down to 82nd Street. Northwest side, northbound 465, slow roll from 86th Street up to 865. Crash on the south side, English Avenue at Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves, what is it, 22 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
As I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter.
There's a story in the Wall Street Journal about Chinese nationals selling property. There's a story about the Waldorf Astoria. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Waldorf Astoria's Chinese owners plan to sell the New York City hotel after the makeover. And I said, okay. I didn't know it was owned by the Chinese. I have an issue with that. As I've often said, no one associated with the Communist Chinese Party can be able to own land or a business in the United States. It's a matter of national security. But the follow-up to that is sale would be part of a recent wave of Chinese property owners pulling out of the U.S. market. And I said, oh, okay, that's good. Anything that moves the Communist Chinese out of ownership in the United States is good. Everything. I like this quite a bit. I like the idea that we have set into the minds of maybe the Chinese and maybe more that we really are going to take our national security seriously, and there are some things we just don't do with you. No, we'll do other things with you, but some things we don't do. And this should be the story not only with China, this should be the story with Qatar. There are friendly nations and there are unfriendly nations. When a nation becomes unfriendly, we simply have to remove them from having opportunities right here in the U.S. They can't be allowed. Qatar and the amount they spend on lobbying the United States, and I'm just talking about what they spend on Tucker Carlson. It simply can't, what? No, you can't? Really? It's a pretty good joke. I did it in line and everything. I can't do that. I can't do Tucker jokes. That is just wrong. That is just I'll do what I want. They spend insane amounts of money lobbying our government. We have to ask ourselves what it is that is, what it is we think that's bringing us, where the problem is. You really think that's a value? We are allowed to say we don't do certain things here. And we do not allow Chinese nationals to own property in the United States. Now, as for the Canadian tariffs and the move from the House to remove some tariffs, there's a part of me that has a really, really kind of happy feeling. The idea of the legislative branch doing its job, the idea of the legislative branch saying, no, this is our responsibility, this is our purview, not the executive branch. The executive branch saying these laws are on the books and allow us to engage this level of tariffing, applying these tariffs. I think that's a good and healthy fight. I think it's valuable. It was a 219 to 211 vote, 6 Republicans going with the Democrats. It needs to be approved by the Senate. It would need to be signed by Trump, who's not going to sign it into law. That's not the point. The point here is a statement of why shouldn't we be okay with this back and forth? We should want it. The problem that we have is if it was a Democrat engaged in doing the tariffs, Democrats wouldn't want it. It is okay for these branches to get into fights. It's okay for them to have friction. It is good. It's not a problem with the system. It is indeed the system. That is different than the freaking clown show we saw between the Attorney General Pam Bondi and Democrats in the House in this House Judiciary Committee hearing yesterday. It's different. What we saw from Bondi and Democrats was nonsense name-calling stupidity, and everyone looked a damn fool. Bondi did not look great. Democrats did not look great. They all looked ridiculous. Let us be honest about the thing. This is, I don't believe, going to get through the Senate. Certainly the president's not going to sign it. The president's already said, if you vote against tariffs, I'm coming for you in a primary. The difference between Trump saying that publicly and Democrats is that Democrats say that stuff privately. What people go after Trump for and trying to rule with an iron fist is exactly how Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid ruled. It's exactly how Schumer wants to do it in the Senate, although he has less and less power because he proved himself to be a fool. Tariffs, say President Trump, give us economic and national security, and no Republican should be responsible for destroying this privilege. Targeted tariffs is the way. Targeted tariffs, I can live with. Broad-based tariffs, no. Which brings us back to this conversation about Canada and the problem therein. I have discussed my concerns regarding military connections between Canada and China. And people have told me that how dare you, Canada's not going to do this, it's just ridiculous. I don't believe you at all. We have a real disagreement there. I was talking with Fingers Malloy yesterday, who I do Eat, Drink, Smoke with, discussing this real issue regarding China flooding the Canadian market as they're building trade deals with electric vehicles. I think it was the Wall Street Journal yesterday. Someone want to double check me on this? Chat room, go to work. Ford lost on electric vehicles. And remember, I'm a guy who drove the Lightning. It's a great car. Do I have it right that on every electric vehicle, on average, Ford lost $25,000? Was it $15,000 or was it $25,000? Chat room, you're on it. I don't know. You don't just get to be here and hang out. You go to work. It's an insane and outrageous amount of money. And the price of these vehicles is still very, very high, even in comparison to the $50,000 average price tag that we're seeing on new cars. So now here comes China throwing electric vehicles into Canada. And what? They're going to want to ship them to us, engage trade with us for low-cost Chinese electric vehicles? I'll say it again. We cannot allow Chinese anything into the U.S. Tony, are you saying no trade? No. I mean, I don't want it. I would actually say yes, but I'm going to lose that fight. So let's at least be a little, engage a little clarity. Nothing like a Chinese car can be allowed in the United States. Nothing that allows that kind of tracking. I wouldn't even allow the TVs. I wouldn't allow it. And people are going to say to me, how are you going to stop it? And my question back is, how do you not stop it? What is this idea that somehow we cannot stop it? You cannot flood the American market with Chinese-made electric vehicles and think that somehow we're doing Americans a favor. Well, Tony, it's the market, and the market's doing... It isn't the market. When you're dealing with the communist Chinese, you're never dealing with the market. That's the fundamental. They manipulate the market. They manipulate the yuan. They manipulate the dollar. They use slave labor. What are you talking about with markets? It is a fundamental danger. And yes, it's a danger to our auto markets. I am not a protectionist, right? Same thing is true with tariffs. I don't believe in the broad brush tariffs. I've said so many times, I think the president's wrong. I think he could have gotten so much more with targeted tariffs, and it wouldn't have cost every home in America an extra $1,000 a tax. Targeted tariffs, I'd be all in. I'd be all supportive. Protectionism? Absolutely not. Let the markets work. But recognize that China's not a market. And recognize that China's, their main job, their lead talking point is taking America down and being the dominant power. Well, that's a stupid idea. You can't let them own property in the U.S. You can't let them own property where they can spy on military installations. Of course they do. And you can't allow them to sell electric vehicles. This is such a rational argument. How could we possibly be against it? And if it means getting tough with Canada, I'm okay with that. Do I want them as a state? No, I'm good. Thanks. But is it okay that even with our neighbors, we're very direct about where the fence line goes? Absolutely. Matt Bear's got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matt?
Southeast side, westbound 465 stop and go traffic southeastern to Arlington Avenue. South side, northbound 65 slows after Keystone into the south split, a 6-minute delay. On the north side, westbound 465 slow off Meridian 31 over to Michigan Road. And inbound 65 slow roll MLK down to 21st Street. Crashes on the south side, 1 Madison Avenue at Troy, another English Avenue at Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Grand Appliance. Get up to $1,100 in extra savings on GE Profile, Cafe, and more exclusively at Grand Appliance now through February 25th. Visit grandappliance.com today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We had downsized. In that downsizing, my husband lost his man cave.
Everyone is talking about Galaxy Concrete Coatings and their transformation, like your neighbor Deb.
My husband and I were at the home show and saw all these vendors with garage floor coatings. The one that stayed with us was Galaxy.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy.
I'm the only one home. And so it's nice when well-dressed, clean-cut, respectful crew show up. That's what Galaxy sent.
Commercial or residential, Galaxy transforms pools, patios, garage floors, and driveways in as little as 1 day. And it comes with a lifetime warranty.
Warranties are real important for us, and to know that should there be an issue, Galaxy was standing behind it. That's pretty much what tipped us over to go with Galaxy.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook.
We are so proud to open our garage door.
We're out of this world. world.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799. 800-598-4799.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text RULE to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text RULE to 215-215. That's RULE to 215-215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hey, it's Casey, and a grand jury won't indict 6 lawmakers in that military video case. Join us Thursday, 9 until noon on 93 WIBC.
Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop pet-friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com.
Hammer and Nigel show back at it this afternoon at 3 o'clock. The biggest stories in Indy, the latest on the Nancy Guthrie disappearance, and I'm sure at some point we'll say something inappropriate.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What we know about a Canadian school shooting. You have a clear radar over downtown Indianapolis where it's 20 degrees. We're going up to 42 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Canadian police say the person accused of carrying out a school shooting a couple of days ago that left 8 people dead and dozens others injured was born a male and began transitioning to a female.
Jesse Van Rootselaar was found dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted injury. The teen suspect is accused of killing 2 of their family members at home before opening fire at Tumbler Ridge Secondary School in British Columbia on Tuesday, killing at least 6. Authorities said the shooter had attended the school before dropping out roughly 4 years ago, and they began transitioning 6 years ago.
Fox's Chanley Painter reporting, if you didn't know, Canada has some pretty strict gun laws. In Washington, D.C. yesterday.
This guy has Trump derangement syndrome.
These are the documents that we need that you're holding on to and over-redacting because they have the names of the men who are implicated. How do we know? Because the survivors gave testimony to the FBI.
Attorney General Pam Bondi on Capitol Hill. As part of her testimony, she focused on the Justice Department's release of the Epstein files. At one point, she exchanged sharp words with several Democratic lawmakers.
I want the record to reflect that, with this anti-Semitic culture right now, she voted against a resolution condemning.
Oh, he is Jewish. I just want to be clear. Do you want to go there, Attorney General? Or do you want to go there?
Republican members focused most of their questions on immigration issues. A black glove was found by the FBI near the home of Nancy Guthrie, the 84-year-old mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie, who was reported missing nearly 2 weeks ago in southern Arizona.
This a day after the FBI released images and video from a doorbell camera the morning of her disappearance, showing an armed individual tampering with the camera. In the footage, the individual appears to be wearing dark gloves along with a backpack. The Pima County Sheriff's Department detaining a man for questioning Tuesday Thursday night, but releasing him soon after.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin reporting. The heads of several major tech companies are testifying this week in a trial examining whether social media is intentionally designed to be addictive. One executive took the stand Wednesday in L.A., and another one is scheduled to appear this week. The case is one of many, with hundreds of similar lawsuits moving through the courts. A GoFundMe page set up for the family of James Vanderbeek has raised over $1 million. The page was set up by friends following the Dawson Creek actor's death from cancer yesterday at the age of 48. Sports on WIBC at 8:34. After dropping 4 straight games, the Indiana Pacers have bounced back to win 2 straight. Last night, they beat the Brooklyn Nets 115-110 on the road. Head coach Rick Carlisle's team now heads into the All-Star break with the week off.
All this is going by super fast. As tough as it's been very enjoyable with this group. These guys are resilient. They respect one another. They respect the game. It hasn't always been pretty, but the last couple of games have been very gratifying.
Indy guard Cam Jones sank a 3-pointer with 16 seconds left to give the Pacers the lead for good. They take on Washington on the road next Thursday. Last night at Hinkle Fieldhouse.
Butler falling 80-70 to the Huskies. Moves to 13-12 this season, 4-10. In Big East competition.
On the Butler Athletic Network, the call as UConn handed the Bulldogs a loss, extending Butler's losing streak to 5 games. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. At 8:35, traffic on the 5s. What's going on, Matt Bear?
Right now, Ryan, south side, we're northbound 65, slow through the construction. After South Keystone Avenue into the south split, that's a 5-minute delay. Inbound 65, slow, MLK to 21st. Northbound 65, slow out of the north split out to West Street. Inbound 69, tied at 96 in a crash south side, Emerson Avenue and English Avenue in a crash, Madison Avenue at Troy. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Upgrade your flooring with Drexel Interiors. Shop at friendly carpet and luxury vinyl plank on sale now. Plus, get 12 months interest-free financing. Visit their Indianapolis or Carmel showrooms or DrexelIN.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt Bear. Just trying to be nice.
You're welcome.
What was that?
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. By the way, I'm serious. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be at PA Jewelers, and I'm going to help people get good Valentine's gifts. And we're going to have a phrase that pays.
We just don't know what the phrase is yet.
Oh, we're about to.
Buddy. Boy, here we go.
I'd be listening to the music moment if I were you.
PA Jewelers is a great place for your Valentine's Day shopping.
Of course.
The best.
Of course. Don't worry, I'm here to help. 22 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36. It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Dow futures are up 98, NASDAQ futures up 47. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. We have got oil prices, $64.49 a barrel on the West Texas crude coming out of the ground. Brent crude down from that 70 plus at $69.16. The 10-year Treasury also down a little bit at 4.154, but gold is still at $5,000, holding firm. $5,070 an ounce. Excuse me, everybody. And silver at $82.55 an ounce. Bitcoin at $67,781. Now, I'm not kidding. Valentine's Day is this weekend. And I don't believe that people should go out of their minds. I really don't. But I do want to help. Matt Bear knows that if I am anything, I am a lover. Matt Bear will tell you.
I never said that.
No. You. I didn't say you said that.
Oh, yeah.
I said that you know if I am anything, I, Tony Katz, am not a fighter. I am a lover.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeah.
Straight up facts. Straight up facts. Isn't that true, Tara Hastings?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Thank you, Tara.
That is right. Thank you, Tara.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go tomorrow to PA Jewelers in Brownsburg. We'll be there in the afternoon after 3 o'clock. I may, if you come in, I may be able to help you. If you have the phrase that pays, I may be able to help you with a discount. I may definitely help the first 5 people who show up and see me after 3 o'clock. Well, let's say 3:30 because I'm going to need a little time to get there. I might be able to help you with a discount. Might be a small one. It might be a large one. No guarantees. First come, first serve. I'm going to pick out some things. You do this, you do that. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do that. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to do it because I want to be helpful. Speaking of being helpful, we mentioned yesterday. First, speaking of being helpful, the chat room was on it regarding the stuff about Ford, and thank you. If you go to YouTube and you join the chat, you'll get the stuff about Ford. The annual net loss was $8.2 billion. It was $11.1 billion posted in the last quarter in terms of loss, and it was $27,000 a vehicle, an electric vehicle, that they lost on every electric vehicle made. So the chat room doing its job. Thank you, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Yesterday, we noted that this little show of ours was named the #1 morning show in America and radio show by one of the trades, and they poll program directors, and I'm greatly appreciative of it. It's our second year in a row being #1, and with all these things, is it real? Is it not real? I have no idea. I have no idea how they do their thing, but I appreciate it. It's the recognition is nice, but the recognition is also that of Ryan Hedrick and of producer Carl and of Matt Baer and our executive producer Matt Hiblin and the program director, the guy who brought me to Indianapolis, David Wood. And Urban One lets us do this thing and doesn't get in my way, and I'm an appreciative man. And everybody who's a part of the show and all that they do, or in the cases of this team, everything they don't do and just leave me alone. I greatly appreciate. It's Carl and Matt and Ryan, Matt and David, spectacular that we get to do this, and just wanted to congratulate them on the victory. It's super groovy. And it's that kind of stuff that matters, because the world is crazy. But we do not have to be. That's why I bring you the Tony Katz TK Thursday music moment. Everybody's nuts. And you don't have to be nuts. Presented by KillADentRemoval.com. You have door dings, you have dents, you have hail damage. Kill a Dent Removal takes care of it all. You call Kill a Dent, they come to you, they're mobile dent repair. They fix your car. Boom, bop, bip, as Tara Hastings would say.
Lickety split.
Next thing you know, your car is in spectacular shape. So do yourself a favor. You got the door dings, you got hail damage, Kill a Dent Removal. Talk to them today about making your car look as good as new. KillADentRemoval.com. It's a TK Thursday music moment. We roll down the windows, we play some music, we take a moment to relax. The world is crazy, but we don't have to be. We relax, we take it easy, then we get back to work. And to do that today, I went to, what, I go to 1967? I went to 1967. I figured it's Valentine's Day. I'm appreciative of you guys being here and being supportive of the show. So let's do something a little lovey-dovey. From 67, roll down your windows, turn up your speakers, grab yourself a beverage. I'm not here to judge what it is. Just don't be driving. Jackie Wilson, Higher and Higher. Producer Carl, hit it. just a moment. Get your head on straight. Feel good. And now we get back to it. We've got everything listed for the TK Thursday Music Moment over at WIBC.com, presented by Kill a Dent Removal. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s.
That was awesome. Looking at northbound 65 on the south side. Stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split. It's a construction zone. Crash on the south side, Emerson Avenue and English Avenue. North side, eastbound 465. Stop and go from Michigan Road over to 31. Westbound lanes tight from 31 over to Ditch Road. Traffic sponsored by Drexel Interiors. Meet Drexel Interiors new cabinet line, Drexel Select. Premium cabinets with multiple colors and free in-store design. Get yours in just 5 days. Visit DrexelIN.com to upgrade your home today. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 22 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
February is when excuses disappear and effort has to show up every night.
It's been a rough couple weeks for us, but this group will keep fighting, keep learning, and get back on track.
The Big Ten is stacked and postseason hopes are at stake.
Confidence is one of those things, like you drop a couple and then you got to figure out a way to put it away fast. There's another one coming right in front of you.
IU meets Illinois, Sunday at 1 on the home of the Hoosiers, 93 WIBC.
Well, here's a stat that's going to piss you off. You've contributed as much as 12.4% of every paycheck to Social Security. The government distributed this money like a Ponzi scheme, and now they're warning this fund could run out of money in 8 years, which could mean a 23% cut in benefits. The decision as to how and when you file for Social Security today is a lot more complicated than you will ever know.
That's why we want you to get a free Social Security analysis from Bill Demery, your retirement guy in Indy. Bill knows Social Security like the back of his hand. He'll shoot you straight. So if you've saved more than $200,000 but have not yet filed for Social Security, schedule that free analysis right now by calling 317-648-5120. 317-648-5120 or go to yourretirementguy.com.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Head to the contest page at WIBC.com and enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Yacht Rock Review Saturday, September 12th at Ruoff Music Center.
I know this. I know this. Time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Here is how we play. Producer Carl has picked the television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. I'm allowed to check with the chat room, live streaming as we do on YouTube. Just subscribe at WIBC. And then, of course, I can phone a friend, which never works out well, but it's become part of what we do here. So let me phone Matt Bear right now. Matt Bear, let's start from the beginning, Producer Carl. Let's start from the beginning as we do. Matt Bear, what is this television theme song?
That's Mary Tyler Moore Show, Tony.
Nice. Well done. Okay. The chat room is all over the place. A-Team, Hill Street Blues, St. Elsewhere. This is neither of those things. Airwolf, stop it.
Bionic Woman.
I'm going to go with my first thought. This is the theme to LA Law. Thank you. Corbin Burnson, Jimmy Smits.
Susan Day.
Susan Day. Susan from the Partridge Family. I would have sang Come On, Get Happy, but Carl already did.
I'm laughing at the pause. That was there.
The pause is how we got to be number one, Matt. That's a true story.
I know. Sorry. Corrected.
We rode that pause all the way to victory.
At rehearsal.
Good Lord. There it is. Tony Katz today at noon. We will be taking a look at how the Pentagon is working on more assets into the Gulf to deal with Iran. Are they actually sending another carrier? What do we think this all means? And how does that in any way affect the people of Iran who are just trying to, be free of this Islamic oppression that they're under? The House voting to end tariffs against Canada. It's all nonsense, but it's not. It's telling a story. We should not be afraid of conflict between the branches. Not at all. It's better for all of us. And there was a story over there at News Nation about how ICE raids are taking a toll on the economy. Texas construction sites and everything else. They don't have the people anymore. It's taking a toll on construction. Okay, I accept this. I accept it. The idea that you can't change anything because then you're changing something. You can't remove people in the country illegally because then we can't build houses. We can still build houses. You might build them a little slower. You might annoy some people. But it's okay to have people in the country illegally because of it? Dumb. Why can't people come in legally? Why can't we discuss work visas? A whole host of things. But it starts with a baseline. We don't accept the illegal activity, and people broke the law, and they have to be punished for doing so, just like you would, citizen. I don't want to hear that somehow on everything. Oh, no. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. You're destroying this. You can't allow illegal immigration. You just can't. And there's another ransom note for Nancy Guthrie. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how this investigation's going. Police are bungling this. This one's bungling this. I don't know if anybody's bungling anything. This has been our point. It all looks ridiculous. There could be methodologies and reasons for it. I'm trying to give a benefit of the doubt here. They're making it tough. The whole story is super, super, super weird. Valentine's Day is coming up. Perfect Valentine's Day gift, tickets to see Trump 1 year and 1 month later and have the bourbon and the food and see Matt Bear and eat icing and, well, enjoy a great night and a party. It's going to be informative. It's going to be entertaining. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Perfect Valentine's gift. Come join us. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. The Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis, February 28th. Get over there. WIBC.com has tickets as well. Tickets.TonyKatz.com. Chimney Solutions Indiana, Defiance Beef, Premier Arms, and PA Jewelers are great sponsors. And yes, tomorrow, we go to PA Jewelers in the afternoon at 3:30. And I'll stay till 5:30. Is that all right? And if you can name for me the song we played for the TK Thursday Music Moment, I will help you with a discount. I don't know how much it'll be, but I've got a set number in mind for the first 5 people. And boom, I'll hook you up. Happy to do it. Get a good Valentine's gift. PA Jewelers is where you go. Or any of our amazing, amazing sponsors. That's where you should be shopping. Oh, and tickets.TonyKatz.com. I mean, seriously, the party is going to be nuts. Amazing. I'll catch you at noon. Ferris traffic.
All right, check it out, the South